Wow, welcome back. It's good to be back on Success Secrets at Creation. Success Secret at Creation. Yeah, we've taken time to talk about a little bit about the mind, how God has given us responsibility to create. Right, to take it a bit further, from the Creator, His principle, His patterns of creation, we also observed that He continued speaking. The moment He was done with conceptualization, He continued speaking until He was okay with creation. Which means the principle you need to take home right now, which we want to really discuss briefly, is that don't stop talking until you are done creating. The implication of this conversation is that anything you don't want to create, please discipline yourself not to talk. Anything you don't want to see, discipline yourself not to talk. The essence of this is because in the realm of creation, our words are seen as manifestation. What you say is what you get. What you say is what you get. We can see that from the structure, from the pattern that the Creator gave to us. On the first day, He called forth the lights. On the second day, He called forth the sky, the land, and the sea. On the third day, He called forth the vegetation, such as the trees, the plants. On the fifth day, He took time to give responsibility to the sun. The brighter light will rule in the day, and the lesser light will rule in the night, which is a different conversation we may come into later on. And then on the fifth day, He created the animals, the birds, and the aquatic life. Then sixth day, He created man. It was until He was done with creation that we were told that He rested. So if you don't stop saying something, you will continue to get what you are saying. Yes, we have found ourselves in cities or countries where their economies are failing. Now, people are tempted to confess the obvious. People are tempted to speak the obvious. Now, are we saying that you should lie? No. Remember that the conscious mind is not created for thinking. Remember that. So, people are now basing their judgment based on what is currently happening, and then you hear them saying those things. Sometimes they say they are gisting. In real life, there is no gist. There is no break time. There is no time for rest in real life. Whether you are serious, whether you are joking, it doesn't matter. My personal life, I remember those days when we were still in the university, we indulged in some investment scheme that they are not real. They are virtual investment scheme. Yes, when we were in the university, we indulged in virtual investments, programs. I remember the level of excitement that I used to exhibit as I carry those activities. The way I celebrate my victory, my wins, the way I celebrate it, little wonder the things happening to us today. Because those activities were actually programming my subconscious and my unconscious mind. Because they don't know which one is real and which one is virtual. They don't know. They don't know which one is a joke and which one is serious. In fact, the moment we begin to attach emotion to our confession, bam, you are registering it in your subconscious mind. The moment emotion is attached to what we are saying, you may say you said it out of anger. That is emotion. You said it because you were super excited. That is emotion. We are already programming our subconscious and then eventually our unconscious mind, which happen to be on autopilot, that works whether we are sleeping or we are awake. They don't need your permission to function. And it is actually the unconscious mind that is truly responsible for who we are. In fact, I call it your highest self. Our unconscious mind is our highest self. It is this area that determines truly what we become. And how are they programmed? They are being programmed by the things we say, the way we respond to activities, the way we receive things. That is how they are being programmed. The counsel I'm giving to us is stop confessing the negative. I will speak from my constituents as a believer, a child of God, a Bible believer. We were told, let the weak say, I am strong. Let the poor say, I am rich. Don't confess the obvious. In fact, by faith, we know that the world was framed by what? The word of God. The word was framed. The limitations, the boundaries we see today in the world was created by the word of God. Frame, boundaries, the shape and boundaries of the world. So the shape and boundaries of our life. What is boundary? The limitation you have today is a production of your confession. It's not about somebody from your village. It's not about the current leaders we have today. Yes, they have their own share of contribution. It's not about the policies that they are making, but it is about how you respond to those policies. Our response ability, it is your responsibility. How you respond to issues is yours. It's yours. We need to become intentional and own our response. So what you say is your responsibility. The Creator did not respond to the things he saw. He responded to the things he wants to see. So let's begin to do that. Begin to imagine big things and say them. Say it anywhere. Don't be intimidated to speak. Don't be intimidated. In fact, I have learned that anything you are not bold enough to say, you don't even believe. Anything that you are not bold enough to say, you are still shy about it. Maybe people will not believe you. You don't believe yourself in the first place. How will another person believe you? It is out of the abundance of the heart that you are that you are speaking. Because you don't believe yourself. Even the world don't believe you. But if you believe yourself, the people around you will begin to believe you. So quit confessing the obvious. Begin to confess the things that are possible. What is possible with this your life? What do you think is possible with this your life? Begin to speak them. We know that the things that be were made by the things that be not. Which means the physical things like this today were not created by physical things. Were created by things that was imagined. The things that be were made by the things that be not. So the changes you want today, they are not physical with you, but they are existing in the realm of imagination. Why not imagine those things and begin to call them forth? That is where we are going to stop it today on this conversation until we meet you again in our next episode. I bet you your life is changing. Thank you.